It is more than just a kiss.
I tell the guys I'm gonna give my life to Christ if Siaga lose. Lo and behold.
He was so surprised that in the other countries where he went, it's like everybody was saying, Leicester, Foundation, Leicester.
Yeah. I will go to schools, we go into prisons. That's why I operate the way I operate. I don't operate as artist.
Hello, my friend. Welcome. As we get ready and we count down to Reset 2025, we're chatting today with Lester Lewis. There is absolutely no way that we can look at the history of gospel music in Jamaica and the Caribbean without the name Lester Lewis being somewhere right there at the top of the list. And so it is my pleasure to be sharing with a man who is regarded right across the Caribbean as one of the godfathers of gospel music in the region, Mr. Lester Lewis. Lester, how you doing, Dr. Les?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much, Arnold. I appreciate it.
Wonderful.
It's wonderful day.
Great, always great to chat with you.
Yeah.
Now, I want us to go back a little bit, especially for the younger generation. We know of Lester Lewis, and we talk about Lester Lewis and Dr. Lester Lewis and Singing Rose.
Yeah.
But for some of the young people, they might be wondering, who is this man and why is everybody talking about him? Take us back. Who was Lester before he became a Christian?
Before I became a Christian, I was a Rasta. I was following the culture and the I and I. And I was hardly going nowhere because I never knew where I was going. So it was a time of trying things and touching things and feeling things and, I tell the guys I'm gonna give my life to Christ if Siaga lose. Lo and behold, Siaga lose the election.
It was as simple as that?
As simple as that. So I would say that was about 48 years ago.
When it comes on to music though, because you started a singing ministry right there.
Right.
But how did you get from that to recording? People will remember you for Bible. Every time I read my Bible, which was 1986, was it? 88.
I write the song from about, that was 77, 78, 79. I write the song from about 78. Because I noticed the people in church not reading their Bible after church. And me get an unction from heaven to write a song to motivate the people
to read the Bible.
And that is how that song come up.
Interestingly for me, it was my early days of radio, and I think that was the very first reggae gospel song that I played on radio back then, JBC Radio West. So when you look at that and see coming out of that, there were other songs. You mentioned Devil Have a Run.
Jesus is Nice.
Jesus is Nice, yes, which I
right.
Yes.
So that was the first 3 songs I wrote.
Right.
Jesus is Nice, Devil Have a Run, Bible.
We found recently that there was a gentleman who was doing a documentary on Caribbean gospel music.
Yeah.
And one of the things he said to me was that he was so surprised that in the other countries where he went, it's like everybody was saying Leicester, Foundation, Leicester.
Yeah. When I go down to the Caribbean, I was invited by a man named Burchell Beard.
Yes.
And Burchell come and see me at Jarrett Park. And when they thought I was gonna sing a hymn, I go up, every time I read my Bible, Lord, I feel all right. And me have one band, I play with me.
Yes, man.
One boy named Danny, remember Danny?
Oh, yes.
When him start to play upon the drum, And that group take Bible to their church in New Jersey and record it in their praise and worship.
Amazing.
And then Demola come and give me $100. He come put $100 in my hand,
Yes.
Different from where they have pay me,
Right.
For sing for the crusade. And Burchell Beard was there. So Burchell Beard invite me to Trinidad. And when
So
they go,
that's-
and 3 years after before me hear from him, man, you know, me I wonder where man there. And the man write me a letter in the post office, invite me to a convention where they want to meet the entire Caribbean. All the ministers.
So that answers the Trinidad connection.
That, you know what I do?
There you go.
That,
But
that make me meet the whole Caribbean, including the Prime Minister of Trinidad, Ilopi Taifi from Nigeria, and also Miles Monroe.
yes,
Out of the
yes,
Bahamas.
Miles was big on his Leicester music. Your music has also spread widely across Africa
Yes,
and
I
other
must
places, and I think yes.
I must say Guyana is one of the kindest people
Wow,
in
that
the
you come
Caribbean.
across
They
in
are
the Caribbean.
very kind. And in
Wonderful.
Trinidad, oh my God, that's my first family.
Yes.
I stayed there 6 months. When my baby them, me have my baby them under the tent, and when me them, my baby them, my children with me, I'm singing rose. I will go to schools, we go into prisons. That's why I operate how I operate. I don't operate as artist. I operate as an artist, you know. Me general.
You're a minister.
Me's a minister.
Yes.
And me find out say me's a priest and a king.
Ah.
You understand? And me's a citizen of the kingdom of God. You understand? But what the young people them realize and listen to me, you know, because the calling is very high.
Yes, and I like the fact that you're reaching out to the young people.
Yeah.
Because I know there might be some people right now who probably have not been following closely and understanding what's happening with
Right.
Lester Lewis and saying, well, yeah, Lester used to sing and whatever. But I realize you're doing a lot of new stuff. I see you working with Kairos Creations,
Kairos
new
Creations,
songs
man.
coming out, one about
Reverend-
Africa and all that.
The Reverend Nana Moses.
Yes.
You know, say, it was a time in my life when I write all the songs. I was in Aruba with my mentor, Andy Sentino, one of my mentors. And me say, boy, I go back at Jamaica house. And he said to me, say, boy, nothing in that Jamaica for you, know. May I eat clusters of grapes, Aruba, and smoke salmon. Me buy one fish, I say fish long. I slice him up, and season him and put him in the oven for bake. And all me have to do is go and visit the church and pray, and also do Bible study and so on, because we plant a church. During that time, we plant a church in Aruba. You know.
Wow.
During my revival, we don't only sing. With the Assemblies of God, we plant about five, I don't know, it's five or so church in Jamaica, you know. So the Assemblies of God, we plant church right through the island. So Lester Lewis is a church planter.
All right, there you go.
And people don't know that, you know. You understand?
Yeah.
Because I'm serious. So when you come back now with Cameroon, we reach at a part, you know, in my life, when we come from Africa with a new album, in that we launch it, named Justice. And it have some song, yeah, let me see. Justice.
Justice, yeah.
Justice. See? And and this song, this album,
Nicely packaged too.
nicely packaged. This album, I do it in a place named Just Jesus Our Savior. That is what they call Just. And then from Just, I go to a place named Meduguri. Meduguri is a place where the Boko Haram take away the 300 girls. And I go there. And when I go there, I stay in one of the hotel with the Muslim. And I go to a church where was burned down 3 times by the Boko Haram.
Yes.
And one of the youth begin to cry. I said they can't believe that anyone could come and look for them in that situation.
Wow.
So I said that to say to the artists, young artists, it's all right to go to a 5-star hotel and a 10-star hotel, but when my wife, the price that we pay is very, very powerful. And I believe some of the young artists should get ready to jump on the plane and go to some of those places and meet with some of those young people.
Love that.
We didn't bathe in a shower for 7 months on our journey. We wipe up. I want the young artists to get ready for that.
Well, you know, I think that's going to be a real test for anybody who takes it on.
Yeah, and name the name of God.
Yes.
And so you can.
But I love the encouragement.
That encourage.
Yes.
I mean, I encourage all young artists because right now, me talk to people in Sierra Leone, in Gambia, Kenya, and we are prepared to travel to those places. Right this now, me check Nana Moses. Did you know that Nana Moses grew up with me too?
Yes.
I used to even lend him some instrument when he was keeping concert with them, and he used to come by me.
Awesome.
So we have to mentor most of the time, like an Asian priest.
Yes.
I go to his church one Sunday morning, I see him play one drum with one cement block, hold up here, and I carry him to my house.
Yes.
And he end up with the drummer. And I take him to Africa.
Wonderful.
All of that happened.
And that's a good thing. You know, you've mentored quite a number of young people. And folks, as we share here with Dr. Lester Lewis, one of the points he's bringing out is that the gospel music industry is more than just entertainment.
Yeah.
It is ministry.
Right.
And it takes a certain level of dedication to duty and to God in order to carry out this mission. So I think it's a good time to segue into something else. Reset 2025 is coming. What comes to mind when you hear the word reset in the context of what you have done, where you've been, and where you're going?
Me say, me never know nothing. Let me talk like town people. About reset. But I want to thank the organizers. I hear the Papa
San, Chevelle.
All you say Chevelle. You say Chevelle. Because when I meet Chevelle, you know, it was with Danny Brownie. And she do the backup and the album with name Reorder.
Oh, yes.
And she do some of the backup there.
I wasn't aware of that.
I know say Chevelle and I have things to do. But we just never see them again. And Papa San, the last time me and him buck up is when we go launch, you know, the church in a town with the apostle? I forget his name. When we go launch in church at Stephanie Hall, me and Papa San was there.
Okay.
And then you know, get to meet him again. Even when time Papa San are doing Bible study. But I love to go there, but we never get invited.
Never get a chance, okay.
And then now, Papa San brother, when him Dirtsman.
Dirtsman, yes.
I meet him when I was in Kingston recording them song there, like re-recording Winner Man, and I meet him and he was recording some rough lyrics. And I tell him, say, fi stop it. Because the lyrics, then we turn back on him. It was he was so he will read. And I pray in the studio. The studio was owned by a atheist. No, named Castor Browning. Him say no love church and because his grandmother died poor. But me and them become good friends because I'm unstoppable. When we leave Mandeville and go to Kingston, we rent the studio for the whole week, you know.
Yes.
Nobody can get a card.
So in other words, while you're working in the studio, you are ministering to those who are in there who don't know God.
Who don't know God. Even, you know, we used to come on the Lady Star. And my wife and I talked to her. Sometimes she hide for a week. Luciana was there too. Sometimes Luciana, me and Luciana are good friends. But me minister, you know where Castro's studio end up crash. And he go back to England. And I meet Castro in England. We go look for him at England too. And he have a studio, he have a restaurant named Nyam Food. Where you think me there?
Nyam Food.
And Nyam Food,
You know, yes.
me there Nyam Food.
So we'll go back to reset, the word reset itself.
Hey.
When you look at what is happening with, you know, in terms of what is happening in music overall, and then in particular the gospel music industry, and you think of reset, a reset, what does that look like?
Reset is reset. Because God have a way to reset. Because God is a re-God, you know. Restore.
Yes.
Renew. Revive.
Refresh.
Resurrection. Reset is a part of that list. It's a part of that list.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
Is a part of that list. Because God is always in the re-business. Because re is not a word.
Yes. You know, Lester, this year...
It's set.
Yeah, the set. Oh, without the set.
I set
reset. So
Yeah.
God is going to set things straight.
So I really honor Papa San and Cheville.
Yes.
And we need to
The entire team.
the entire team.
Yes.
We need
team.
to and Analea.
Yes, she's right there, you know.
And they're sweet, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank the Analea and Papa and Papa San. We don't just need to
reconnect.
but we need to seriously meet, have a cup of coffee, maybe up a Mount Prospect, in the bush.
Yes.
Where we can make up all a wood fire and really reset.
Yeah.
You understand? Because me I come from, me wonder how the musicians so scatter. How is a scatter? Like, you know, my mother tell me, she said, scattered beads have no beauty.
Scattered beads have no beauty. But when they come together and work together, I love this.
Yeah, so
and I love what they're doing too, because I know that, and even before Stitchy got sick, you know, the whole idea was to have, you know, Stitchy and San and everybody on the one stage. Of course, he might not be able to be up on the boat at that time, but you know, we said, boy, we continue to pray for him.
We start to pray for him.
And we love the idea of bringing these people together who have really made such a significant impact.
Because you can't leave Lester Lewis, who is the foundation. Did you know that if the foundation of a house is cracked, the whole house
going to tumble down?
Papa San and Chevelle, them,
yes,
their heart connected to me. Because they know me is a man we loving and kind and we smile and all right. But me have song for Chevelle and me have song for Papa San.
There you go.
And we need to connect and get out some things we never done before.
Get them out to the world.
Yeah, because Jamaica is ours, you know.
You know, I have a question for you though.
Hey.
You've written many songs.
Right.
And your songs have gone far and wide. Which song do you think right now would speak with the strongest message that is needed for the nation and for the world? Which of your songs?
His song is the strongest song now name the 21st century ushered us into a world of globalization, economic uncertainty, health epidemic and political deceit. The disintegration of the family structure, compromise, terrorism, social and sexual confusion. True leaders are hard to find. The missing ingredients is character, character, character. The missing ingredients is character. Politicians break their own laws. Religious leaders violate the morals they expose. Business tycoon betray the trust they develop, while athletes break the rules they swear by. True leaders are hard to find. Doctors ignore their code of ethics and sworn oaths. Teachers sleep with students they should protect. Priests take advantage of little children they expected to serve, while husbands abuse the wives they vow to honor. And corruption is the culture of our global society. True leaders are hard to find. The missing ingredients is character.
Wow. What's the name of that one?
It named True Leaders.
True Leaders. True Leaders.
And that song was recorded in 2016. I bring it to Jamaica by 2017. I tried to get it on the radio and so on, but the entire album is suppressed because the song on the album is like justice is the people's rights. Justice is the people's rights. My rights, your rights, and the neighbor's rights. The neighbor's rights. Now those songs are inspired by God himself, because God said, I want to sing, but nobody want to sing for me. And when God talked to me about it, because I look for the word justice, you know. I researched the word. I was reading the book of Amos. And God said, I'm tired of your conventions. I don't like you crusade them, I don't like your concert them. He said, I tired of your noisy ego songs. If you read in the Message Bible. I said so.
The ego song.
Your nice ego song.
Yes.
And God said, you know what I like?
Put them aside.
He said, you know what I like? He said, I love justice.
Yes.
And he said, I want oceans of justice. And I want fairness. Rivers of it.
Yes.
That is all I want.
Wonderful.
Jesus Christ.
Dr. Lester Lewis,
so we start to put them to music.
It is just amazing, and it's exciting to see that the team has decided to honor you at this special event.
Right.
And of course, it's happening on January 24, or January 4 rather. It's called Reset, and it will be at the Manchester High School. And so for folks who want to know more about this, you can follow online. There's a YouTube and Instagram account, and both for YouTube and Instagram, it's Reset the Nation. Reset the Nation. So, in closing, Lester, what can we expect to hear from you at Reset?
Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they do. I would say, I see nations forgiving nations. A nation, the man them saying.
Nation.
I see kingdoms forgiving kingdoms.
Yes.
I see husbands and wives forgiving one another. I see gangsters forgiving each other. Because unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expect someone else to die.
Those are powerful lyrics.
So the lyrics then when we are come with, we come in and say, mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, forgiving one another now. So we now sing because we want people feel good.
It's a song that the nation needs right now.
They need to hear the voice of God.
Right now. Dr. Lester Lewis, thank you so much one more time.
Yeah,
Looking forward to January 4 at Manchester High School here in Mandeville. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you never knew Lester Lewis before, or as a matter of fact, I know you thought you knew him, but I'm hoping that this little conversation helped you to know him better. I'm Arnold Kelly. Thank you so much.
Love like this. custom made to fit.